Hey everybody, 13 weather meteorologist Sean Ash here. I'm going to keep you updated on, it's not really a winter storm, but it's certainly going to be an impactful snow for us here. Enough to shovel, and it's going to make the road slick here. Please know that on 13 Plus, you can catch it on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV. We're going to be giving you live updates during the snow event on Friday. And let's talk about the weather impact alert day. We don't issue them often, but I think it warrants it in this particular case, just because of the coverage of snow and most importantly, the timing of the snow here. Far western Indiana around 8 in the morning, fair game. The heaviest and steadiest, by the way, from about 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay? And, you know, please know, and we've been trying to stress this as well, this is not the Sunday, Monday situation for us. You know, we're not going to have 8, 10-inch snow totals out of this. We've got an area wide. A lot of areas will fall within the 2 to 4 inch range here. And that's going to make it, you know, the roads are going to get slick. So it's going to require extra travel time from the middle part of the day through the evening. There's going to be some shoveling. And it wouldn't shock me if we do get some early school pickups. They will have some decisions to make as the day unfolds here. So, and again, we'll continue to update, analyze new data. Not often that we see winter storm warnings from the panhandle of Texas that go all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, but that's what we have in this instance. It's about 1,500 miles. Now, we've been stressing that the worst of this was going to be close and south of the Ohio River, and that still looks to be the case here. Boy, some heavy snow that's been flying over Arkansas, going to be stretching through the Tennessee Valley, and there's also going to be a good chunk, no pun intended, of ice as well. So a nasty setup there. That's big time. You know, when we start talking about Charlotte, Dallas, Fort Worth, in Atlanta, in terms of airports, when those get impacted, there's going to be a big domino effect here. So now as we show you that heaviest snow, there's going to be double-digit totals down there. But look at all of the blue that overspreads Indiana, goes into lower Michigan as well. So there's a pretty big snowfall footprint with this system. I want you to know as you're watching this, and when you go out the door come Friday morning, you know, the snowfall's just not going to be there. 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Even at 10 or 11 o'clock, you know, don't be like, hey, where's the snow? Where's all this stuff you're talking about? Okay? It's going to take some time for this thing to unfold. I will say for the morning commutes and for the morning bus stop, it will not be single digits to sub-zero temperatures like we had Thursday morning. A lot of cloud cover, temperatures in the teens. I know I've got a lot of snowflakes on this graphic here, but depending on your location, it may just be cloudy. There is a layer of dry air, and it's going to take a while before that saturates. In the metro area, that probably doesn't happen until about noontime, maybe even a little later than that in some locations. Eventually, we will get some roadways that look like this during the day on Friday. So it will turn snowy from west to east, and the commute for the late afternoon, evening, just going to be very slow, going to be very slick because of the widespread snow. Here's Future Track 13 at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm saying. So when you're with Matt and Chuck during sunrise, they will have snow on radar, but more than likely it's going to be west of Indiana. It will take longer, much longer on eastern part of the state to get there. All right, you see the snow start to come in. Remember, I talked about that dry air. It eats away at some of this initial precipitation. Takes a while for it to, for the magic to happen, if you will. And then by noontime, 1 o'clock, that snow switch should flip here around the metro area. And then it starts to overspread and gets over into the eastern part of the state. But notice that probably is going to happen after 12 o'clock. It's going to take a little bit longer. And then once we get toward 3, we're going to have a radar full of snow. May not be terribly heavy at times. It will be steady. Temperatures, you can see, mid-20s. Now, the salt's going to work a little bit better, but still, We're just going to have steady snow going through the afternoon and through the evening commute. It is still going to be snowing. We're not going to get to the backside of this weather system, cold front, till probably 10, 11 o'clock. So 7, 8, widespread snow. So here you go. This is at midnight. So we've got several hours of snowfall here. Now at times we may get some 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch per hour snowfall rates. We will still continue to fine-tune this map for you. We've got a broad 2 to 4. Bloomington, Columbus, Greensburg, Seymour, Bedford, right now the thinking is that's where the higher totals would be more likely, and then the lightest to the northwest. Whether or not that changes, we kind of wait that out here. We're doing our best to be as detailed as possible. So for Bedford, for instance, I think you have a better shot of getting 4 to 5. 3 to 5, Bloomington, Columbus, Greensburg. I think 3 is probably going to be a pretty common number around the metro area. 2 to 3 for Marion, about 1 to 3 there for Peru, about 1 to 3 for Monticello here, and about 2 to 3 for Crawfordsville. But even if you only get a 1/2 inch of snow, anything that we're putting onto that much colder ground now is going to require the plows getting out, and it's going to just make for some slick travel here. So the after-school weather on Friday, there is potential that we could get some early dismissals. This will impact you heading to your high school basketball games. And speaking of basketball, we've got a big one at the field house Friday night. It is a 7 o'clock tip-off. I've had multiple friends ask me about what to expect, going to the game, and I've told them all the same thing. You just have to factor in that, whatever your drive time is, you might want to double it. It's just going to take some extra time to get there, and you want to factor that into getting down there to get into your seat. Of course, if you're not going to the game, you can catch it live on Channel 13 for free. So first of 5 games here on Channel 13 here. So again, for the headlines, not a whole lot happening in the morning, picking up during the middle part of the day, and then the steadier snow and the heavier rates will be happening in that 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. hour there. 2 to 4 inch totals for most. We're talking about the weather impact alert day, but we also want to sneak peek at next week. So as we go into the weekend here, we're going to get up close to almost freezing on Sunday. And now we've got an Arctic front that comes in the first part of Monday, and man, that is going to drop the hammer again here. And we're going to have some pretty bitterly cold. These are daytime highs, by the way. Our average is 36 for a high. We're going to be well below that for the middle part of next week. And with that cold is going to come some single digit to near, if not below 0 mornings. Real bitter stuff in this window right here. Comes with flurries and snow showers as well. So stay with the 13 weather team. We will keep you updated around the clock here. I mentioned that again, 13 plus, we will have live coverage as this weather system unfolds. Winter weather advisory right now for our weather impact alert day on Friday, and we may have to issue a couple of those next week if we get cold enough. We will certainly keep you updated. Thanks for choosing us for your local weather information. Take care.